Oh, hey you guys. Y'all came to see what the energy of the week's looking like? Alright. We can look at that. So yeah, I know last week I was all welcome to Scorpio, but this week I'm tired. Clients have been coming in really affected by the heaviness of the energies this week, and being an empath, I'm like really in energetic replenishment mode. I am excited about this new deck. I even see like an energy of like a sexual awakening. Someone finally putting words to what they want, or defining what it takes to satisfy them, and actually just coming into a place of empowerment, knowing that you can get that. I like that. All right. Generator, manifesting generator, manifester, projector, reflector. All right, so we already saw that we've got the 44 for our generators. Being close enough to smell it. Oh, dude, it's like awakening a beast. Like there's a part of you that has been dormant and asleep and just not awake, and something happens to wake it up. So this could be, I don't know why everything's going towards a sexual topic, but it's like discovering a kink. You know, being in a situation that, or on a topic, on a subject that you didn't expect to arouse anything in you, and it does, and it's that moment of like discomfort in being aroused, but also being aroused, and confusion, and you know, just all of the things, and you're closing in on something that is like, okay, that's kind of hot, you know. Yeah. So obviously that can work out in a lot of contexts. It doesn't necessarily have to be sexual. That's just apparently where my guides are at right now. So for the manifesting generator, the now a Gemini gate, oof, it's a throat gate, it's a manifesting generator gate. I see it as instant gratification, wanting to go ahead and grab that opportunity of the thing that you've discovered that you want, or that you like, or that is for you. This is really, really interesting. This does not come out like any other weekly, partially because I'm tired, partially because this is a new deck and it's talking to me a little different. But I just realized I need to pull an overall card. I feel like that might help us rein it in a bit. Let's pull an overall card from another new deck. I am so excited about these new decks. They are oracles. This one is a shaman oracle. That's why it's a little stiff. Oh. This. Ooh. Oh my goodness. That just got deep. So dude, I hope y'all can see that. Covenant. A sacred contract. That is beautiful. So with the sacral chakra being the one connected to our sexual energy, and this being a sacred contract, and me picking up on sacral energies, even though this is splenic, this is throat and sacral are connected through the throat and the vagina and the female. Dude, these are okay. So what I'm getting for the manifesting generator, it's the same thing. It's an activation. It's a realization of something that has been dormant, but is very familiar and is a birthright, you know? Something that you can't achieve through mental energy. You gotta let go and allow your intuition to speak to you the way that it does, whatever way that it does. For the manifestors, manifestors, I'm getting more of a like surrender message. They got the gate 50, the fear of responsibility. But the way that I'm seeing that with this bearing fruit card, it's like a little story. I don't know why this looks like an owl to me at the base of this tree. I don't know why an owl would be at the base of the tree. There's feathers in the top of the tree too. Okay. Honestly, it feels like it has to do with ancestral lines. And you're surrendering to, if not like a talent or a skill, it's like a not necessarily a calling, but like part of your purpose type of calling, to where it's like everybody in our lineage has this particular talent or skill. And so for you to deny it doesn't really make any sense, because that's part of your bloodline, that's there. But where your free will comes in, where your uniqueness of yourself as a person comes in, is that you get to decide how, you know, how you want to work with that energy, what type of relationship you want to have to that energy. And so it's like you're surrendering, but it's not like surrendering because it's a defeat. It's like surrendering because you understand that it's futile, but it's not a bad thing. I still feel like that probably sounds really terrifying. Sorry. I hope not. I hope that the person that's for knows it already, and it's just a confirmation of something that already makes a lot of sense to you. Because if I was just hearing that for the first time, I think I would be really upset. For the projectors, it's an activation of something that you were not previously aware of. And with this Waking the Lion card, my eyes being drawn to that and the solar plexus energy that it represents, it's like has to do with how you see yourself and who you really are, and kind of closing that gap. The energy that you have at your command, the energy signature that you came into this world, you know, with it on your soul, what that has the potential to expand into. When you align with it, there's a power there. There's a advantage to being dialed into that. It bends time, it bends rules, it makes things that don't seem like they should be easy exactly that. But there's an amount of fight that comes with that, but it's for it. You're fighting for it, but it's not necessary to fight for it. I feel like it's like that activation comes in a way where it's like it forces you to define what you actually want and why. Which I feel like is a really good step going forward. And when I look at this covenant card, the contract is blank. There is nothing written on this paper except for the word contract. So it's like, I keep getting the word activation, and it's the 7th card, like the 7 major chakras that most people are aware of. Even though human design system teaches us that we have 9 main ones that are on the physical body. It's a blank contract, and you hold the quill. I feel like that waking the lion energy is about realizing how perfect that place is to stand there and be like, okay, I have learned so much from what I've experienced. Instead of your past being the negative, all the negative stuff that has happened to you and that you've survived and that you've lived through. When we talk about, oh, she has a past, oh, he has a past, we use that term looking at, just cherry picking all the negative, right? But this is a perspective of standing there with wielding that knowledge like a weapon. Like, okay, I have experienced all of this stuff and it has made me a new person. And with that experience, I can now align with the power that I now realize that I wasn't using before, and use it to choose what comes next. So like with the thunderstorm clearing meditation, how I talked about picking your best case scenario, I feel like this is a week to really go back and use that meditation and write it down. It's not even a new moon week. That happens the following week, I believe. Oh, you know what? I'm wrong. This is a new moon week. Oh my goodness. This week is a new moon week, you guys. That's what I'm seeing. This is so dope. Okay, so the 4th of November, Thursday, is the new moon in Scorpio. And the Moonology deck tells us that the new moon in Scorpio is a time to work through your fears. And this whole message, without realizing that it was about a new moon energy, you're stepping into what Marlo calls the director's chair of life, right? The grabbing the pen and choosing what you would want to come next, your best case scenario. That's why we need to use the thunderstorm clearing meditation this week. What was under the deck is the heart activation energy. So there's a chance that that happens around the time of the new moon in Scorpio. And that is the energy that helps you to realize this. I know when mine happened, that was the type of epiphany that I had. It was this moment of realizing that I was in the perfect position, the perfect place to get what I needed next, to do what I needed to do next. And that it had been orchestrated in that way, that nothing had gone wrong, that everything was lining up for my highest good. And so, oh my goodness, with the manifesting generator card being the now, that's beautiful. Because just like how Marlo always says, your power only exists in the now. You can't do anything about the past now. You can't do anything about the future now. You can move something. You can change something. You can do something different to change now, to affect now, to move forward from now. All right, and the reflectors have another Scorpio gate, the 28 possibilities gate. That is another splenic gate. We got 3 splenic gates, a root gate and a throat gate. And there's a chance that we'll have the sun transiting the 28, because I can't remember if it did it already last week, but the sun is in Scorpio. It's transiting all of the Scorpio gates. That is interesting. You're taking a moment to really take inventory of what you previously believed was possible, or throwing it out entirely and working from a blank slate, a tabula rasa moment, right? Opening to new possibilities, new ways of things working out, surrendering to the fact that you have abilities that maybe someone can't, hand you an instruction manual for it. Maybe it was a burden for the last person that who had it, but maybe your relationship to that energy doesn't have to be that way. The contract is blank. The covenant is open, right? So it's saying, okay, yeah, you have a responsibility to carry this energy signature, and you can't undo that. But the contract is blank. You get to write the rules. You get to say, no, I will not talk to Aunt Betty at the foot of my bed every night, right? I love this. Oh my goodness. It felt really all over the place. I hope it was helpful and it made sense to you guys. But, dude, this was crazy. Maybe I should read Tired more often. All right, bye now. Hey guys, let's look at the weekly horoscope for the week of October the 17th to the 23rd.